Those of you that know my son Mason know that he is wild. This kid is either going to be the next Billy Graham or he's going to be a terrorist. But I don't think there'll be anything in between. The kid is crazy. And I love him to pieces. I love him so much. And the other day was such a struggle. He was misbehaving. He didn't know what was best for himself. He was just a hot mess. And so I had to discipline him over and over again. And it's not what I wanted. It broke my heart. I wanted him to just do what I wanted him to do and listen and obey. And I didn't want to have to fight him for it. But I was willing to do whatever it takes to get him to listen and obey, because it was the best thing for him. And it made me think about our interactions with God. I think there's 3 ways that things could go down. If God didn't care, he would just let us do whatever we want, and we would hurt ourselves and we would hurt others. We would think we know what's best for ourselves, but we really don't. It would be an utter nightmare. Number 2, God would discipline us, and he would get us to conform to his will because he loves us, because he's a loving father, and he would do whatever it takes for us to live out his will, what is best for us and best for him. And then number 3, his preference, I believe, is that we would just do what he wants us to do because we love him and we trust him and we know that he's faithful. Listen to Hebrews chapter 12, verses 7 through 11. Endure suffering as discipline. God is dealing with you as sons. For what son is there that a father does not discipline? But if you are without discipline, which all receive, then you are illegitimate children and sons. Furthermore, we had human fathers, well, some of us did, that disciplined us, and we respected them for it. Shouldn't we submit even more to the Father of spirits and live? For they disciplined us for a short time based on what seemed good to them. But God does it for our benefit so that we can share in his holiness. No discipline seems enjoyable at the time, but is painful. Later on, however, it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. You guys, you can fight God and just go your own way. And if he's really your father and you're really his child, he's going to discipline you into obedience. And it's not the way he prefers. It hurts his heart. It grieves him. He wants us to listen and obey him, to trust him that he knows best for us. And that's the easy road. Or you can choose to take the tough road. And because he's our loving daddy, he will discipline us and get us on track. Now, I'll throw out a caveat. Yes, even if you're doing all the right things, he will still discipline you. A, because you're always going to make mistakes. And B, because sometimes the best lessons learned are tough ones. And our daddy loves us enough to let us go through those things. So my question for you, God prefers that you'd go the easy route and that you would listen and obey him. Be a man after his own heart and obey him. What's your preference? Which way do you want it?